Hi guys, the folks at Bigfoot Bushcraft reached out to me and sent me a packet of their fire plugs. These are fire starters that you can light with a Ferro Rod. Not only that, but they sent me a bit of a kit that includes a waterproof metal container, which has instructions on the top if you forget how to use the plugs. And they sent me a nice Ferro Rod with a striker. And in the kit is also some more cordage. This is orange, which I really like because it's easy to lose these things, and a spare striker. So let's open up this package and test these things out. So these are the plugs. They're pinkish. They are non-toxic. They're made with some sort of a wax formula. The idea is that before you light one, you break it. Ooh, they're very waxy, and they're a little bit strong. They're hard to hold on to because they're waxy. It looks like cotton soaked in wax. You rub the ends together to fray them up, and you strike it. And they're supposed to be waterproof as well. So let's give that a try. I'm going to dunk one in some water, and I'll let that sit for a while. Now this fire steel is brand new, so it'll take a couple of strikes before the paint or whatever's on the exterior will come off. Ah, it's made for a right-handed person. Yeah. That's a problem for lefties. So I'll take that right off. There. Lots of sparks. And it lights right away. And this is supposed to burn for 5 minutes, and it's supposed to be windproof. And it's doing pretty well. Let's try the one that's been soaking in water for a few minutes. Starts right up, no problem. I did find the plugs a bit of a challenge to pull apart, but once you twist them enough, they come apart easily. And I found that pulling threads out of the plugs was just as effective as rubbing them. Rubbing them seemed to kind of mat the ends together. Pulling them apart with your fingers creates more of that fluffy, tinder-like material that you can easily light with a Ferro Rod. And usually one strike is all it takes, and that's the beginning of your fire. And I found these easily burned for 5 minutes, but if you wanted even more fire, all you have to do is twist up another plug and add it to the fire, and you'll have a good miniature blaze that should start just about any other tinder, even if it's a little bit wet. I tried a number of these plugs in windy conditions, and they did very well in the wind, and they burned for 5 minutes as advertised. I really liked having the complete kit that Bigfoot Bushcraft offers with their fire plugs. It's very, very handy. And I really like that tin. I could get 25 fire plugs inside one of those tins, so that's really going to be plenty for most trips, and certainly in an emergency situation you'll have lots of fire starter. So my first impressions of these fire plugs are really positive. They light really, really well. They are waterproof, obviously, and they burn for a long time and give off a lot of heat. So that's going to be really useful if you're in adverse conditions trying to start a fire. Maybe it's not a survival situation, but maybe it's been a long, wet day. People are tired and grumbly and they want to have a campfire and cook some food. And this is going to let you do that even if most of your materials are wet. You're not going to be in a rush. You're going to have a nice heat source here that's going to last about 5 minutes. These fire plugs are great. I'm going to start carrying them on my trips. Look for a link to Bigfoot Bushcraft down below in the description.